What's going on, folks? Barcelona have figured out how to get Messi back, Chelsea have a new favorite in the head coach race, and Real Madrid are preparing a signing that will make fans forget about Mbappe forever. Our new episode will please you with a ton of exciting news. So, hit the like and subscribe, and let's get started! Manchester United are open to selling Jadon Sancho, Manchester Evening News reports. From a contract perspective, I have another year left with Roma, but contracts sometimes are not the most important thing, Jose Mourinho noted. Graham Potter, sacked by Chelsea, has turned down Leicester, who wanted a quick replacement for Brendan Rodgers. The problem with PSG is that when the number one goal and the goal that interests you and all the fans is no longer achievable, it seems that the season no longer exists. The Champions League goes on, and everything is fine. The Champions League unfortunately stops, and then it's all over. The season is over, and we talk about next season. RMC Sport quotes former PSG coach Laurent Blanc as saying, Borussia Mönchengladbach defender Rami Bensebaini has signed a contract with Borussia Dortmund. The Algerian will join the BVB in the summer as a free agent. The Croatian national team, West Ham, West Bromwich and Watford former head coach Slaven Bilic may lead the Ukraine national team, as per Fabrizio Romano. It's shameful to hear the whistles at the Parc des Princes. You can't whistle one of the best players in the team with 13 goals and 13 assists. Messi has to turn to Barcelona for the love of football and because he didn't leave as he should have, Thierry Henry believes. Dani Ceballos rejected Atletico's approach during the international break. He's only thinking about extending contract with Real Madrid. There has been no approach from the club, but the player continues to wait, The Athletic reports. Inter continue to pick possible replacements for Simone Inzaghi. The Nerazzurri have contacted Mauricio Pochettino. Bayern have no plans to buy Joao Cancelo from Manchester City for 70 million euros, but Thomas Tuchel will have the final say, The Sun claims. Villarreal are set to sign talented Uruguayan striker Andres Ferrari. The player will sign the contract until June 2028. Atletico and Diego Simeone are likely to part ways this summer, Di Marzio reports. Bayer Leverkusen have signed right-back Arthur Augusta from American Mineiro for 7 million euros on a deal until 2028. Graham Potter will receive £13 million as compensation for leaving Chelsea, the Daily Mail informs. Arsenal want to sign Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic and are willing to include midfielder Granit Xhaka and winger Nicolas Pepe as part of the deal. Eintracht and Japan midfielder Daichi Kamada will leave his current club at the end of his contract, Sporting director Marcus Krosche has confirmed. Espanyol have sacked head coach Diego Martinez. The team lost 4 out of the last 5 La Liga matches and has dropped to 17th place in the standings. PSG are ready to sell striker Hugo Ekitike, Le Parisien reports. Barcelona are counting on Ferran Torres and aren't going to sell him. Since Unai Emery's first game in charge of Aston Villa on November 6th, only Arsenal and Manchester City have more Premier League wins. Napoli vs Real Madrid will be the final of the Champions League, Iker Casillas believes. Since the 04-05 season, Rafael Leao is only third Milan player to score 10+ goals for 2 Serie A campaigns in a row before turning 24, after Mario Balotelli and Alexander Pato. Bayern can offer 50 million euros for Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund, Tutto Atalanta reports. Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham is leaning towards a move to Liverpool. Juventus want Alessandro Del Piero to become the vice president of the club, Corriere dello Sport reports. PSG have lost 8 of their 18 games in 2023 in all competitions, their highest tally of defeats after 18 games in a calendar year since 2001. Alvaro Morata has a renewal offer from Atletico Madrid on the table, Matteo Morata notes. Chelsea have included Fulham manager Marco Silva in their short list of potential new coaches. Bayern Munich could be open to loaning out Mathys Tel, depending on how the Frenchman will fit into Thomas Tuchel's plans. Jorginho Wijnaldum agrees to have a significant pay cut in order for Roma to extend his loan from PSG for another season, El Messaggero reports. And here are the results of Monday's matches in the top 5 European leagues. And now the main news of the episode. In the English Premier League, Tottenham unsuccessfully played their first match after Antonio Conte's dismissal. Playing against Everton with numerical advantage from the 58th minute and leading thanks to Harry Kane's goal, Spurs conceded after Michael Keane's shot in the 90th minute. The match ended in a draw 1-1. The Lily Whites are back in the top 4 of the standings, but their rivals have games in reserve. Barcelona are working with several sponsors to finance Lionel Messi's return. The Argentine's contract with PSG expires at the end of the season, and it appears the striker is not gonna extend his deal. Barca insists on signing Messi and are exploring all possible ways to carry out the operation without damaging their own financial situation. There is optimism from both the Blaugrana side and Leao's side about reaching an agreement in negotiations and making the transfer in the summer. Chelsea management are in no hurry to appoint Julian Nagelsmann because, according to Sky Sports, the club owner, Todd Boehly, is confused by the specialist's age. The German is only 35 years old. Currently, the following candidates are being considered for the vacant position of the London team head coach: Luis Enrique, Mauricio Pochettino, Luciano Spalletti, as well as the coaches of Eintracht Frankfurt and Sporting Lisbon, Oliver Glasner and Ruben Amorim. The source notes that last September, before Potter's appointment, Boehly considered Pochettino particularly carefully. The American businessman and his partners treat the Argentine coach with great respect and may finally invite him to Stamford Bridge. Pochettino is out of work since leaving PSG in the summer of 2022. Manchester United head coach Erik ten Hag has been convinced that Tottenham forward Harry Kane is the best choice to reinforce the central striker position for next season. Despite the Red Devils striking Napoli's Victor Osimhen and Benfica's Gonçalo Ramos, several members of the United board have made it clear to Ten Hag that Kane is the team's only need. Not only experience in the Premier League and great performance are in favor of the England national team captain, but his professionalism and strong character also speak for him. It was previously reported that the Mancunians would be willing to pay £100 million for Kane. Real Madrid have already held several meetings with Jorge Mendes, the agent of Milan winger Rafael Leao. Los Blancos have a great interest in the Portuguese footballer and are looking for a formula that would allow them to sign him without excessive costs. One option the Royals are considering is to knock down Leao's price by including Brahim Diaz in the deal, whom Milan are keen to buy from Real after a successful loan spell. Leao's current contract with Milan runs until the summer of 2024, but he still doesn't want to extend it. Christophe Galtier is doomed at PSG. This is how Le Parisien and L'Équipe describe the specialist's future. The Parisian club's Qatari owners will not sack the coach until the end of the season, but the Red and Blues' recent defeats in Ligue 1 have finally pushed the PSG board to end their cooperation with Galtier. Football advisor Luis Campos still wants the coach to stay, but the vote of President Nasser Al-Khelaifi, who has almost lost faith in Galtier, will be decisive. At the same time, Mundo Deportivo adds that Zinedine Zidane is once again dreaming of being appointed to Parc des Princes, but the former Real Madrid manager will have several demands, and one of those is the immediate sale of Neymar. Guys, be sure to check out our channel with 10-minute retelling of films and TV shows. It's a very convenient format. If you enjoy movies, be sure to click on the video in front of you. Thanks for watching, and see you in a bit.